wish that they overcome their anxieties quickly if they are faced with ill health. I wish that they regain good health soon.
Okay, Aaron, concentrate. Somehow you lost your concentration a lot. Aaron, go ahead, Aaron. May.
May the Buddha Dharma and Sangha bless and protect them. Protect me, my loved ones tonight, O blessed one. Keep us away from harm and danger. Let our sleep be peaceful so that we awake in the morning refreshed in body and mind. If I stray from the truth path, may we do so again. If I have carelessly hurt someone today, what word or deed may be more mindful the next time. O Buddha, the enlightened one, help me to set my heart right. May my actions reflect the love and compassion.
Okay, Johnson, please.
I shall strive to cleanse my heart from hate and envy, and live in harmony with all people. I shall be close to the Dhamma, in good as well as in difficult times. I know that should the moment come for me to leave the world, I shall do so without fear or regret, because I leave the world a better person than when I came into it.
Okay. Brandon, please, next one.
Whatever wrong someone may do to me, may I be compassionate and forgive and bear no hatred in my heart. I shall bear in mind to be grateful for the acts of love and consideration shown to me, no matter how small they appear to me. For those I love and those who love me, may this life be a blessing and a source of happiness to all beings. Namo Buddhaya.
Initial.
Continue. I would like to share the merits I've gathered today as well as in the past with the deep. May they rejoice in these merits and keep an eye on me and my loved ones. I would also like to transfer these merits to my departed relatives and friends. Wherever they are, may they be free from suffering and be happy.
Okay, the next one. Quyên, you remember about the story that we read? Remember?
Not that much.
Okay, Aaron. Yeah, Aaron, try to concentrate, please. Okay. Remember about the Four Noble Truths. Can you tell them, Aaron?
There is the realization of suffering.
Okay.
And there's everyone. No, there is suffering. There's a path to cure suffering, and there's
spend in order from 1 to 4 then.
Oh, okay. Number 1 is that. Right, number 1 is there is suffering.
Okay.
Number 2 is the is it the realization of suffering? You know, that's the same thing as you said. I forgot number 2.
You need to focus your mind. Yes. Okay. Johnson, can you help your body, Johnson? Nguyen Johnson. You can see your handsome face. Remember the Four Noble Truths?
I don't know, Ty.
So you mean that you studied with me and who's ever asked you about Four Noble Truths, you need to know. Brandon, can you tell them one by one? One by one from 1 to 4.
One by one.
What are the Four Noble Truths?
What's the Four Noble Truths? Is it?
Okay, what's about?
I know one of them is about suffering.
Okay, what else?
Like desire and greed.
Okay, so what's the second one?
Like
the first one is true suffering, right? Yeah, go ahead, Aaron.
Suffering.
Yeah, go ahead,
Aaron. I remember now.
Yeah, go ahead.
And there's the truth of suffering.
Okay, give example for both physical and mental one.
Physical will be like you're sick. And there's and mentally it's like you are like angry or maybe you're stressed.
Okay, that's the first one. The second one is?
The second one is the truth that there's a cause to this suffering.
The causes.
Yes. The third is there's a The truth of
The second one, what are the causes of suffering?
like
Attachments.
Okay.
okay, desires,
Okay. The third one.
your body.
The third one.
Oh, the third one is there's a truth of a path to cure suffering.
Okay. The last one.
And the last one is the cure to suffering.
Actually, the last one, the path, right? The path to end the suffering, right?
Oh,
Can you remember all of them, 8 of them? You remember? You spell it out, all of them, 8.
oh yes.
Go ahead.
It's so for the mind, it goes great or right
Right.
understanding
Okay. First one, second one.
and right thought.
Okay, that's for the mind, right?
For the mind, right view, right thought. The second one is your ethical conduct.
Okay. 3 of them.
It's your right action,
Okay.
right speech, and right livelihood.
Okay. The last one.
And the last one is meditation or like mind control.
Okay. What are they?
Right effort,
Okay.
right concentration,
Mm-hmm.
and right
What?
mindfulness.
Yes. So, Johnson, you remember all like him? Don't shake your head, okay? Oh, you tell me that all the times. Brandon, can you remember all like Aaron just mentioned?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, can you spell for me 8 of them one more times?
Do I have to do the section?
To be in the section so that you can remember easily.
Okay.
Mm.
Wisdom is wise view, right? And then wise attention.
Okay. That's the wisdom and the second categories, the morality.
Morality.
Three items for morality, for ethical conducts.
Oh, ethical. Okay.
Yeah. Daniel,
Speech.
try to remember, okay? Queen, try to remember too, okay? Johnson too, okay? Johnson, you be the next one, okay? Yeah, go ahead, Brandon.
So ethics is speech,
Right.
livelihood.
You have
Right.
to say,
Oh, sorry. Right speech, right livelihood, and right action.
okay.
Then the last one is meditation, right?
Okay. 3 items.
There's wise effort, wise concentration, and wise
Daniel, can you help him? Right situation and right what, Daniel? Remember?
No time. When I
Okay. In now, Johnson. Right situation and right what, Johnson?
Wait, what'd you say, Sam?
What the next one?
After what?
Right concentration and right what?
Right livelihood?
No.
This is for mind training.
Oh,
Sit down. Sit down, Johnson. What else? You look for your buddy. Go ahead, Aaron. Remind them, Aaron.
Right.
Concentration.
Is right concentration, right effort,
oh,
Right.
and right mindfulness.
Yeah, right movement. All right, Johnson. Then read the next one, Johnson. Hands here.
thanks to their diligence, they all realized the way. The first to attain awakening was Kandana, followed 2 months later by Vapa and Badiya. Shortly afterwards, Manahama and Asaji also attained arahaship.
Stop there.
And great
Stop. Okay, so summarize what's about.
So basically, no, they were diligently practicing, and then the first one to attain the awakening was Kondana, and then came after Vapa, and then Vadia, and then Manahama and Asaji. They all attained arhatship.
Now, Johnson, imagine that Aaron, he attained arhatship. That means he doesn't have any more hatred. He doesn't have any more anger. He doesn't have any more desire. So how could you deal with him when you tempt him?
I feel like I don't know. I don't ever tempt him like that, Tai.
Really? You want to test him out to see whether
Yeah.
you can remain stable when you give them some kind of temptation?
Yes, Tai. I'll test them out for you
All the times or most of the time?
all the time.
All the time. What kind? Can you share what type of test you given him?
I put a box of chicken nuggets next to him,
And
and I will leave the room.
and
And if I come back and I see one chicken nugget missing, it means he ate it.
that means he failed, right?
He failed.
Yeah, before he passed.
He passed, Tai. He passed.
Good. All right. So Quyên, imagine that somehow let's say you attend that arhatship, right? State of mind, and if people scold you, if people jump on you, if people abuse you, can you still remain calm, Quyên?
No, yes, no, 50-50. It
Would-
depends on how bad it is.
It's bad. It's serious.
Like, seriously bad?
Mm-hmm. Can you remain
Then, no.
if you say no,
Would-
then you still far behind. All right. So Daniel, if someone jump on you, if someone bully you, and if you can you remain at peace, Daniel?
Yeah.
Can you?
Oh.
You can.
Was the question again?
Question: if someone bully you, if someone jump on you, if someone pick on you, can you remain calm?
Yes, Tai.
Oh, really? Wow, that's great. Brandon, can you remain calm when someone pick on you, jump on you, bully you? Can you remain calm?
They're bullying me. They're
Yeah,
jumping and
seriously. Huh?
bullying. He said they're jumping on me.
Yeah. Can you remain calm?
Yes. No, I will become. I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
There's gonna be like hot steam coming out my ears, and then they leave me alone.
Yeah, Sabrina, how you been, Sabrina? Welcome back, Sabrina.
Hello.
Yes. So, Aaron, suppose that someone jump on you, bully you, pick on you seriously, would you remain calm?
On the outside, yes.
But inside,
Inside, I'll have to sort out my feelings before I say anything.
So Johnson, you have Kung Fu, you know Kung Fu. If someone jump on you, pick on you, right, bully you, do you remain calm?
Yes, Tai.
Yes or no?
Yes, I remain calm. I actually got bullied today, Tai.
Really? From your body?
Not from my buddy, from school.
Really? Oh, today you went to school today?
Yeah, Friday, Tai.
Oh, I thought that. Okay. When we gonna have spring break next week, right?
Spring. When
March 31st.
March 31st.
Okay. What happened then? You remain calm or you fight back? You fought back?
I remain calm. I didn't say a single word after that.
He didn't say a single word, but he threw a single punch.
Oh, really? And you
No, I did not.
You reported the principal?
No, I didn't report to the principal because I knew they wouldn't care about such a small matter like something like that.
Okay. So that's the difference, right? When you have that type of calmness, so no matter what people say to you, right? Whether they pick on you, curse you, or bully you, you still remain calm. Otherwise, it's not easy, right, Serena? Sabrina, you follow, right? It's not easy to make when someone pick on you, bully you, and so forth, right, Sabrina?
Yeah, no.
It's not easy, right?
Hmm.
Mm. Can you read the next one, please? In the red joy, please.
In great joy, the Buddha told them, "Now we have a real community, what we will call our Sangha. The Sangha is the community of those who live in harmony and awareness. We must take the seeds of awakening and sow them in all places."
Okay, so summarize, please.
Basically, the Buddha was saying that they were now a real community, and they were going to be called the Sangha, and they were going to live in harmony and awareness.
Okay. So for you, it's better to study by yourself, or it's better to study with other buddies, Sabrina, or both?
By myself.
Really? What happened if someone he need your help? Can you study with them? Oh, no way.
No, I don't get my studying done. I'm the one helping teach them as best as I can. I can't focus on my own work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about you, Daniel? You prefer to
Yeah.
study by yourself, or you prefer to study with other people?
I study by myself.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
So Johnson, you prefer to come here to study with your buddy, or you stay at home by yourself? Oh, why? By the way, you got the score yet?
No, no,
When?
I did not get the score yet. I
When?
think I'm gonna get it like probably next week.
Okay. Could you let me know, or that's your secret?
That's my secret.
Okay. Okay. So which one is better? You study as in a group, or you study by yourself? Which one is better, or both?
I think studying I think both is good.
But which one has more weight? Study by yourself or study with the group?
Probably with people.
Really? Because you are a socialized guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Brandon, you are socialized guys, or you are you as what do you call it? Introvert person? Which one?
Introverted.
Introvert person? Which one?
I'm half and half.
Half and half. Okay, Johnson, Aaron, you half and half, or which one has more weight, Aaron?
Mm,
Which one?
more so
Really?
like maybe half, or maybe more intro, but more less, but maybe half, but maybe a little more. Yeah.
Which one has more weight? Introvert.
Maybe introvert, I think.
Okay, but yeah, Queen. Which one is you are more introvert one, or you more socialized one, Queen?
I'm both, but it's more introverted.
Oh, really? Okay. But it both is nice, right? It balance out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead, Daniel. You read this one, Daniel.
Yeah.
Go ahead, this one here.
Okay. Yeah. It was the Buddha's custom to rise early and to sit in meditation, and then do walking meditation among the forest trees. One morning, while walking, he saw a handsome, elegantly dressed man in his late 20s, half hidden in the morning mist. The Buddha sat on a large rock, and when the man approached quite close to the rock, still unaware of the Buddha, he mumbled, "Disgusting, repulsive." So,
Can you explain what summarize?
so it was so Buddha was sitting meditation, and after that he started walking meditation with the forest trees. So one morning he saw a handsome guy dressed in the late 20s, half hidden. Then the Buddha sat on a big rock, and a man approached close to him and to the rock. Um, he mumbled to the Buddha, "Disgusting, repulsive."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you meditate or do you before you go to school, Daniel?
Yeah, Thai.
How long? How long would you do the prayer and meditation before you go to school?
Oh, meditation.
How long? 1 hour, 30
For
minutes
me, I take for an hour.
in the morning?
Sometime when I get when I have time, I meditate in the morning in at least 1 hour.
Brandon, Brand, welcome back. Megan, welcome back. Brand, I just asked a question for everyone. Can you what do you who you consider you are? You are more introvert person or you more socialized person? Brand.
Socialize, but like it mostly depends on who I'm around, but mostly socialize.
Okay, Megan, who are you, Megan? Megan, Megan there, Brand.
I think so.
Repeat that.
You are more introvert person or you're more socialized person?
Introvert.
Oh, okay, introverted. Okay, that's good then. All right, go ahead.
I got you.
Oh, okay, one thing here. Aaron, can you tell them the benefit of doing meditation or calm your mind before go to school or before go to sleep? Can you tell them, Aaron?
One, it would relax your mind because you're not thinking much.
Okay. What happened if you just rush to the school or if you just rush to the bed without calming your mind? What happened then?
Then you have a monkey mind,
Okay. In your
a
dream,
lot of
a lot of junk in your dreams too?
yes, a lot of jumping around and
Mm,
maybe bad things.
okay. All right, go ahead. Megan, can you read this one, please? The Buddha spoke up.
Where do I start?
Yeah, the Buddha spoke up.
The Buddha spoke up. There is nothing disgusting. There is nothing repulsive. The man stopped in his tracks. The Buddha's voice was clear and soothing, and the man looked up to see the Buddha sitting there, relaxed and serene. The young man removed his sandals and bowed down deeply before the Buddha. Then he sat on a nearby rock. The Buddha asked, "Why is it so disgusting?"
No, that's enough. Yeah, summarize, please.
It's about a man that's like walking around, and then he like hears a voice, and he notices how like clear and soothing like his voice is, and then when he looks up he sees the Buddha sitting there, and then to pay his respect he removed his sandal and bowed deeply for the Buddha.
Mm-hmm. So when you stay around with angry people, you're afraid of that or you fight with that? Megan, are you supposed to stay around with a calm or a relaxed person?
I prefer to stay around calm people because you never know like what like angry people could do, because like when you're angry you're obviously not going to be thinking like clearly, so you might do stuff that you'll regret later.
Mm-hmm. Sabrina, have you ever encountered or stay around with the angry people? How did you feel when you stay around with the angry people? And what's the difference between staying around with the calm people? Sabrina.
Staying around angry people was a struggle because sometimes, like, I could say one, like, it could be a simple meaning and I don't mean anything harmful. And the next thing I know, I have a chair being thrown across the room or at me because they're so mad that they thought I was insulting them. Angry people, like, you have to be really careful. And it's also really, like, scary knowing that they could hurt you at any time if you say something that in their eyes insult them. But I prefer staying around calm people.
It happened to you before?
Yeah, I was for a year or two, I think I always was I went to a daycare because my parents couldn't take care of me during the day. So I went there and there's this one girl who had anger issues, and sometimes she got mad maybe 4 times a week. If lucky, it's 2.
So she threw the chair to you?
She threw a lot of things when I was there, I remember, yeah. She always had to be like taken home early or taken somewhere else separated from everyone else, or she was gonna hurt all of us.
How about you, Queen? Have you encountered those kind of angry people that threw something to you, like the rock, like the chair, like the window, and so forth to you before, Queen?
No,
Never in your life?
never.
Good. So you prefer to stay around with those angry people or calm people?
I prefer calm people.
At least she calm or
She's calm.
good. That's nice. How about Brand? Have you encountered angry people that threw the chair, the rock, the metals, the piece of wood, and so forth to you before?
Yes.
What happened then? You threw them back or run away?
No. I didn't like run away or like throw it back. I was like just talking to them, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. Brandon, this happened to you before, Brandon?
That my angry friend did some.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how could you handle then? You run away from them or just stay still so that they can throw the rock or the chair to you?
To me.
Hmm?
um. What I did was, I said okay, and then I got up and left because I didn't want to be in it. I didn't want to argue or anything. So.
Johnson, can you sense when you sit around with your buddy or your friends in school?
It's time for bed.
Yeah, at school or somewhere, right, Johnson? Could you feel the anger or could you feel the calmness when you stay around with them?
Yeah, I could feel the aura. I could feel something's off.
Really? What happened if you stay around with the angry people and you could feel that hit? You run away or you try to calm them mind down or you don't care?
Most of the time, if they're like someone I know or some of my friends, then I try to calm them down.
But what happened? It didn't work.
If it doesn't work, then
You don't like.
it's if it doesn't work, then it's on them. I can't really do much anything else about it.
So, Aaron, have you ever calmed anyone down when you recognize that they so angry because of you or someone else, something else? Have you ever?
Yeah, back in middle school, I had a friend who was getting mad at another dude, and he was about to fight him. So I tried to calm him down, but it didn't work anyways because he still fought the kid. But
So it
you
worked?
know, I tried.
It worked or no?
Huh?
Work?
No, it did not work. He hit the other kid and slammed his head against the locker.
How about you, Aaron? Have you ever calmed any angry one down before? Aaron?
Serious?
Remember? Your baby at home? Have you ever calmed him down before?
Yes, I have many times because he was really
What happened then?
he messed around a lot. Like, he didn't listen to anyone in the house, not my parents.
Okay.
So I had to tell him be good boy or no one will like him anymore.
Okay. And he told you or no?
Sometimes he did because like I'm like his brother, and it's like so it's easier than listen to the adult.
What happened if he didn't?
Then we throw him into the street.
Show him kung fu?
No, we throw him on the street until he listened.
Oh, really? But it's not a good way then.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Can't do that.
No, that's why you
We
need
have to be compassionate and calm, you know?
and you have to set good example for him, right?
Yes, of course.
So, Daniel, you pray a lot when you go to the temple or you go to school. If someone's so angry toward you, someone else, how could you calm their mind down?
Their mind?
Yeah, how could you help them to calm their mind down? How?
Um,
How?
that's actually a good question, Ty. I would like to like it's like to breathe in and out by lung.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Aaron. This is the Zen story to tell your neighbor. You smart one, so read for them and explain for them what's going on here, Aaron.
It will pass. A student went to his meditation teacher and said, "My meditation is horrible. I feel so distracted, or my legs ache, or I'm constantly falling asleep. It's just horrible." "It will pass," the teacher said matter-of-factly. A week later, the student came back to his teacher. "My meditation is wonderful. I feel so aware, so peaceful, so alive. It's just wonderful." "It will pass," the teacher replied matter-of-factly.
What's mean?
Saying like his it's talking about like impermanence and that his mind will always change.
Okay. So what happened? To summarize, what's about?
Oh, the student went to the student was he had a meditation teacher, and one week he went to his meditation teacher and told him that it was bad and that he's always sleeping and he's always distracted and that his legs hurt and stuff. And so the teacher told him that it will pass. All this will won't be here in a little bit. And
Okay.
then a week later, he came back and he told him like he was right. Everything's good, everything's nice. He feels good, everything feels peaceful. It's just so great. And then he told him again that, well, all of that will soon go away as well.
Okay, why the master say it will pass when the students say it's so wonderful? What happened then?
Because soon something will happen and it might change his mind. Maybe one, and then the next week it could be it's horrible again and he's distracted again.
So let's say we go down to the basement, right? The baby, they say, "Oh, I love that food." Well, one moment, another moment, they say, "Oh, it's that terrible food." Like baby Long or baby Serena, how could you deal with them? How could you help them out?
I tell them to not waste it.
That's all.
Or I also tell them maybe I could say to them I think I could tell them that soon if you eat it just to eat it and that's the food was still food.
Yeah, if we pass, that's all. Remember?
Yes, it will pass through your body.
We pass. Right. Brad, suppose that your sister fall down, right? It hurt her legs and she cried like the baby. How could you comfort her, Brand? Or the other moment she enjoy her sport. How could you tell her, Brand?
What was the second part about sports?
Yeah, if she really enjoy her sport.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is
Yes,
she
sir.
fell down and hurt her legs and body. How could you comfort her in both situation?
Well, all I could probably do is like
Turn on the lights, Brand. It's everything dark. Go ahead, tell them.
all I could probably really do is like tell her she's gonna be okay, and then like if it's like really bad, I probably have to call 911.
Oh, really? Okay. It's happened
But
before?
well, it didn't happen to my sister once, but me and a couple of my friends were playing at the park, and then my friend kind of dislocated his knee.
Oh, really?
So
Wow.
so so I had to call 911 for the first time, and I was stuttering a lot. I was like, my friend is yeah, I was stuttering a lot. So
Okay. Okay. So Megan, what happened if your brother was scolded by your parents one day, another day he was praised by your parents? Megan, How could you comfort him?
Huh?
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 You know, you understand? One day your parents scold him. He's bad boy. But another day they praise him. He's a good boy. So how could you comfort him when he feel sad because your parents scold him?
Not it.
Huh?
I'm gonna be honest. When me or Brian gets scolded, we kind of just like we don't really get sad because they scold us for like the right reason, you know?
Okay, you accept that, and you think he's
Yeah,
accept?
we kind of just accept it.
Oh, really? Okay. And you won't feel sad, right, Megan? How about Quyên? So when sometime when your parents scold you, right, because you made mistake, another day they praise you. You are so beautiful. This you're so good. Can you calm your mind out in both way, Quyên?
Yes.
This happened to you before?
No. But if they do, it might be for like if they scold me, it would be for a good reason.
They never scold you.
I mean, they like scolded me for like good reasons, but
Oh.
not like bad reasons.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Brandon? One day your parents scold you, Brandon. Another day they praise you. How could you comfort your mind, Brandon?
Could I comfort?
How could you calm your mind when they scold you? How?
I don't
Another
know.
day they praise you. How? How?
How could I comfort? I
How,
don't know,
how
but
could you
I was,
calm your mind? How could you calm your mind when your parents scold you because you made some mistake there?
then I just own up to it. I say it
Yeah.
was fake, and I have to own up to it.
Mhm. Okay. Sabrina, it's happened to you. Sometimes your parents scold you, right, Sabrina?
Yeah.
How could you calm your mind down when they scold you?
Um,
How?
I don't really know.
You know,
I guess I cry it out.
cry it out. You feel sad, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. So, Quyên, I have a video clip. Can you summarize for me, Quyên?
Okay.
Good.
One day, the monks sat in the Hall of Truth and discussed how wonderfully kind the Buddha was to dedicate himself to the good of the world. They discussed how the Buddha attained full enlightenment and still journeyed far and wide to help people in need. When the Buddha heard what they were discussing, he said, "I, as a Buddha, live for the good of the world, but even in the past, in the days of evil, I lived for the good of the world." After the monks asked, the Buddha told the following story. A very long time ago, in the era of the Buddha Kassapa, there reigned a king named Usinara. In fact, it had been so long since the time of the Buddha Kassapa that the religion had fallen into decay. The monks of those days were corrupt. They did not follow the rules set by the Buddha and associated with women. Monks and nuns would forsake their vows and duties and consort with each other, as well as with other men and women. Most men followed many evil paths. Whenever there was a disagreement, they would resort to violence and murder to prove their point. People did not work to earn what they desired. Instead, They just stole it from others. In those days, people did not have restraint when it came to sex. They would simply force themselves upon others. Both men and women, young and old, no longer respected their marriages or relationships. Their promises and vows were merely a formality. Each party openly and willfully cheated on each other. Everyone saw infidelity as normal and expected. People had no shame or compassion. They openly yelled, verbally abused, slandered, and criticized others. Lying was normal and expected. For fun, people in those days spent their time becoming intoxicated. They prioritized this over work, responsibilities, personal health, and mental development. The people who lived in that age were immediately reborn in hell after their deaths. Those beings in hell were tormented and suffered greatly for the evil karma they created while they were alive. The different realms of hell became ever fuller. One day, Saka realized that there were fewer and fewer deities being reborn around him. He then looked down and saw the evil of mankind, the deterioration of Buddhism, and the vast hosts of beings being reborn and suffering in hell realms. Saka then thought, I have no choice. I must scare and terrify mankind so that they will once again be fearful of doing evil. Once they have that fear, I can teach the law and help restore the religion which has decayed.
It is okay to be so stressed and overwhelmed that you
Sorry.
This resolve, Saka summoned his power. Saka then transformed the god Matali into a huge black hound. He was large, ferocious, and scary, and was fastened by a large chain. Saka then transformed himself into a gigantic hunter as tall as 30 men. Saka and Matali descended to the great city and proclaimed, "The world is doomed. The world is doomed for destruction." People quickly reported this to the king. The frightened king quickly commanded that the city gates be closed. However, the single bound, Saka the huntsman and Matali the giant black hound jumped over the large city walls and entered the city. Saka acted as if he would let the hound loose, and the people ran away in terror. They hid in their houses and closed their doors and windows. The king stepped out onto the terrace and saw the giant huntsman and big black dog. Then Matali the hound let out an earth-shaking roar. The king felt his heart drop. The king, barely able to resist his fear, found the courage to shakily ask, "What is it you want, great huntsman? Why is your beast roaring so?" Saka the huntsman proclaimed, "My hound is hungry." "If food is what you want, we have that. Please don't hurt anyone. We will give you all the food we have. The king had cart upon cart of food and meat brought out and placed in front of the giant hound Matali. Within an instant, Matali devoured all the food. After which, Matali let out a great roar. My hound is not hungry for your pathetic human food. Then, what does your hound want to eat? My hound wants to eat the flesh of those who are my enemies. Who are the ones you consider your enemies? What did you learn from this story? We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did.
Right, go ahead, Quyên, summarize what's about Quyên. So next week we study.
There was a region king named Yusanara, I think, and the religion was fallen into decay, and then the monks of that current decade was corrupt, and they didn't follow the rules set by the Buddha, and they were associating with women. The monks and nuns back then were also forsaking their vows and duties and consorting with each other.
About the people.
What?
What happened to the people?
At the end or like at the beginning?
Beginning. What happened to them? How did they conduct themselves for the people?
By
They messed up their life, right?
They were messing with each other, with men and women.
And they messed up their life, and they went out to the hell, right?
Yes.
What happened with that Sakra?
The Saka knows that fewer and fewer deities were being reborn around him, and then he saw the evil of the mankind, and then he was like, I have no choice, and then I must scare and terrify mankind. So Sokka summoned his power, and then Sokka then transformed into the god Matala, into a huge black hound. And Sokka and Matala were descending to the great city, and the people around the city were reporting the situation to the king. And the king quickly commanded that he wanted the city gates to be closed. But then Sokka and Matala jumped over the city walls and entered his city. And then the king asked what Sokka wanted. And then Sokka was like, his hound was hungry, and then the king fed the hound some human food. But then Sokka was like, his hound wasn't hungry for pathetic human food. And then the king asked, what does the hound want to eat? And Sokka was like, said, my hound wants to eat the flesh of those who are my enemies.
Okay.
And the king then asked who was considered his enemies.
We can watch the next one. How you doing, Ethan? You just
I'm good.
good?
Yeah.
You finish up your work?
Yeah.
Okay. So Aaron, can you tell why Shakya manifests himself as a big guy to scare them? Why is that, Aaron?
It's to like remind them, to set them right, you know, is to make to correct them or punish them that they're doing evil. They're doing so much evil to the world.
How
And
could,
so only way to fix them is to scare them.
so if your baby mess up in the future, would you scare them to stop?
It doesn't work anymore. They're not scared anymore.
Really? How? Any methods that you can stop them to mess up?
More like just be reasonable, be rational. Try to understand them and they understand you. The most I can do.
What happened? They might so wow, they may not understand what's going on. So how could you stop them? Or you send them to prison?
No. First, I say, I know like I usually like maybe yell, but then like I realize I have to be like soft voice. And they listen.
What happened if they don't listen?
Then I don't know, I just tell my dad.
You have no clue to send them to the prison?
Yeah, I tell my dad.
Right, so friend, suppose that some of your best friends, they mess around with drugs, illegal drugs and so forth. Could you advise them, suggest them to stay away from those, or you don't care much about them at all? That's their business. What do you think?
I would say I would try to stop them, but it's not really my choice to it's not really my like choice to stop them because they do what they do. I can't really do it unless I'm their parent or anything. I would just probably like advise them to stop, but if they don't stop, it's their own problem that they have to deal with in the future.
Sabrina, if Victor Kelly mess around, would you stop them or you don't care much?
When they were younger, I would have cared about it, but now I really can't. What they do, and if they get in trouble on their own, that's their problem at this point. Even if I tell them to stop, they won't listen.
Really? Because they're getting older now, huh?
Especially Victor. Huh.
Really? Victor, he's 13 or 14.
For sure, like he's 13 now.
Okay. All right. So, Megan, if one of your best friends they mess around with illegal drugs, would you care to stop them or just walk away or you don't care? That's their business. Megan.
I would tell them like multiple times, but if it gets too much, then I'm probably just gonna walk away because I don't have that kind of patience.
You don't have that patience, huh? All right. Can you summarize this last movie for me, okay, Megan? Okay.
It was about Ukrainian children that had to like go like away without their parents because of the war, and it was really sad because most of the children were like younger children, so they had to experience all of that at such a young age, and obviously they miss their parents a lot.
Imagine that you were in that situation and you don't or cannot live with your parents or your brother. How you feel, Megan?
Huh?
How would you feel if you were in that kind of situation?
I would miss my family a lot.
So that's why you're so blessed and to live in this peaceful country, right? Ethan, you follow Ethan?
Yeah.
What happened then? You know that you have so much blessing, right? Both your parents support and guide you, right? They raise you, right? Right.
Yeah.
Children, they orphanage, right? So they could not live with their parents, or children die because of the war, right? So so friend, could you recognize how much blessing you have, friend? How much?
A
Way
lot.
way too much.
I mean, I don't have way too much, but I do have a lot.
Yeah, Brandon, you have way too much. Oh, remember last week, last Saturday, you taught the Indian children. Remember that? Can you tell them? Yeah, enjoy that.
That I enjoyed. Yeah, I like teaching them, but it was a bit hard because of the connection, the internet connection.
You know, they're so poor. They don't have enough money to buy the school supply, the books, the pencil, and so forth. That's why the nun help them out. Understand that?
Yeah.
So how much you recognize that you have blessing? Way too much or a little bit to compare with them?
A whole bunch, way too much, significantly more than they do.
Aaron, can you share? You taught them one, right? Aaron, can you share how much blessing you have? You have way too much compared with them, right? Aaron,
I have a lot. Yes.
way too much, right? And what happened? You use them all.
Then I'll be in the same boat, maybe worse.
Yes. So Quyên, what do you think, Quyên? You have way too much blessing than them? Just a little bit, Quyên. Which one?
Just
Let's go back here. So you recognize you have a lot blessing to compare with those children?
Yes.
Okay. Daniel, you recognize how much blessing you have to compare with those children, right? In the world. Okay. So let's go back here. Brandon, do the first one, please. Brandon, everyone come together.
To the Buddha I return and rely, vowing that all living beings understand the great way profoundly. Bring forth the Bodhi mind.
Okay. Ethan, number 2, please.
To the Dharma I return and rely, vowing that all living beings deeply enter the Sutra treasury and have wisdom like the sea.
Okay. Brand, the last one, please. Brand.
To the Sangha I return and rely, vowing that all living beings form together a great assembly, one and all in harmony.
Okay, so remember, okay, thank you. All right, go ahead, Quyên. May I please, Quyên?
May I please be grateful?
May I be grateful.
Be grateful.
Have a great life.
Okay.
May I have a great life.
Be stress free.
May I be stress free.
Okay. Brand, may appearance. Brand, may appearance.
May our parents be happy.
May our parents be happy.
May our parents be happy.
May our parents have a good weekend.
May our parents have a good weekend.
May our parents have a good weekend.
May our parents make smart decisions.
May parents make smart decisions.
Smart decisions.
Thank you. Sabrina, my weekend, please.
May our weekend be productive.
May our weekend
be productive.
be productive.
May our weekend be safe.
May
May
our
our
week be
safe.
safe.
May our weekend be safe.
And may our weekend be fun.
May our
May our
weekend
weekend be fun.
Right, so thank you. So please be grateful whatever you have, right? Especially the way that the parents treat you, raise you, right? Be grateful for their support, their compassion, right, Brendan?